Let me know how we sounding in here. Let me know how we doing, what's going on, family. Giving thanks for life. Woo! It's been a while, a couple of weeks, but we feeling good. How y'all doing? So I'm testing out this live stream. We're gonna see how it goes. Let me know how it is. We'll tune it up at the start here, and then we'll really get into the vibes. The Empress is just coming home. Perfect timing. How y'all feeling? She's restored. Give thanks, blessings. Keisha, Jalal. Give thanks. Blessed love, y'all. Honorable. Bless my love. How are you? Give thanks. Just getting on the live stream now. Yes. Bless y'all. Let me see here. Boom, y'all. Let me see so I can see the chat on the screen. We're trying to get a little fancy. But yeah, tell me how the sound is. How y'all doing? Heru, Imhotep Ra. Give thanks. Blessed love. Yes, believe me, a lot of things coming through. We'll get through to the Facebook. I really haven't been on Facebook that much in this last little bit. I focus more on the Instagram, on the YouTube, and soon I'm about to be on my TikTok. Get a little dances going, just get a little vibes. But yeah, just vibing, just chilling. Give thanks, y'all. Giving thanks. Sound is great. It's echoing a little bit. I don't mind a little echo. I think we can deal with a little bit of echo. So what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling today? Just wanted to come tune in with y'all. I know I usually post my videos on Sunday, and I've been busy this week. As some of y'all may know, we launched the CMOS. We had a restock, and the demand was just amazing. Like the first time that we really sold out that fast, and we did our best to make sure all the orders got shipped out this week. So we're definitely back to regular scheduled programming, looking to get some more CMOS in, more soursop in, some more of that high grade healing. And stay tuned because we'll be doing some giveaways in this live. So if you didn't get some, you may be able to get some today. So just stay tuned, stay vibing with us. And yes, give thanks. Blessed love. Empress Itopia. Bless. A loud echo, you vibrating high. Bless. So we'll be definitely doing our best to get more in. And over this next couple of weeks, I've set myself up to release a lot of informational and follow along content. I know I've been saying there's a few things I've been talking about, releasing the recipes too. We're going to get those coming through. And also going to be sharing that rising ritual, because what happens is like a lot of us are staying home now, right? A lot of us are just home for most of the day. And what ends up happening with that is we lose our routines and we lose our rituals and our ability to continually do what we require to get the best out of ourselves, right? So just because we're at home in self-isolation or quarantine, it doesn't mean that we stop on this journey of bringing out the best of ourselves, right? All that means is we just got to adjust and we got to adapt, right? And there's going to be a few different kinds of people, right? And some of the people are going to be like, it just threw off my routine. I just can't do working from home. It's so boring. I have so many distractions. I just watched Netflix all day. I didn't do anything. And then there's going to be the people who are like, I didn't like working from home. There's so many distractions at home, but I had to make an adjustment and I had to make some changes that would allow me to make the most out of this time and get the best that I can out of myself during this time. And echoing. I'm gonna just check this out. Love to Goddess Dora. She's right behind the camera. My love. Itopia is saying hello. Epic. It's bugging you. Let me see if we can fix this. I got a little mic here, but I'm inside my living room. Tell me if it's still echoing like this, and how much is the echo? How much is the echo? We'll figure it out here. What the? He does when I get a blessed, I love to feel it. Give thanks. Can you turn on computer background? Let me. One second. My love, can you check the live for me, please? On my YouTube? I'm gonna fix this for y'all. I'm gonna figure it out. Blessed love. We're testing it right now. We're gonna figure it out, y'all. Ooh, that is bad. Bless. Pardon me, I think it should be better now. Let me know how it sounds now. Bless. Let's see how it sounds now. Because that is not good. Un segundo. Yeah, we may have to just turn it off. It sounds like Darth Vader. Let me know how it sounds now. Oh yeah, it seems much better. Let me see, y'all. Let me know. I think it should be better now. Okay, bless. Let me get a confirmation that we all tuned in. Where is the beep coming from? Is that every time someone sends a message? Yeah. Okay, bless. We back. Give thanks. Let me know. I'm going to just be keeping an eye on it. If the feedback comes back, let me know. But we really should be good. And then we'll get to regular schedule. Boom. All right, my love. Could you turn off your Wi-Fi? My Wi-Fi? Yeah. Or off the stream. All right, y'all. So we good now. Bless. So yeah, what I was saying was gonna be sharing about the rising ritual, because it's so easy to just accept the circumstances that are at hand and just take that as what it is. So we just gotta, this is how it is. It's quarantine, self-isolation. I can't do anything, and I'm just gonna let that get the best of me. But then there's gonna be a group of us, there's gonna be some of us that look at the current situation and we're like, we're gonna rise and we're gonna level up given the circumstances. And I think it was Freud that said this, but it's not the strongest or the smartest, but it's the most adaptable that survives, right? So it's not about if you're the strongest or the most intelligent, the smartest, but it's, are you able to adapt, right? And this is all what it's about. Question. Yeah, we'll get into the questions, y'all. We'll get into the questions. Motion is slow. It's all good. We'll let the motion come up fast. Got all that off. All right, y'all. So, it's so essential that we take ownership for ourselves and we, become the masters of ourselves in this period. And there was something that I realized, like back in 2012, I basically put myself in self-isolation. And it was in 2012, I was living in Kamloops, and I really only did the essentials. I only did the essentials, which for me at that time was go to school and go to basketball practice because I was on the varsity basketball team for my university. And those were the only two things that I did. And other than that, I was inside my house. I was meditating. I was reading. I was listening to Alan Watts. I was just like journaling, writing, and just tuning into myself and tuning into, just like getting to know myself, right? And a perspective that I want to offer y'all today is it's very hard to get to know yourself when you have so many things that you're obliged to do or connected to. So what we can do is in this time when we kind of cut off our connections to a lot of things and a lot of places and a lot of our obligations, what happens is we are able to just be by ourselves. And while we're by ourselves, we're able to identify more about who we are, right? Are you going to do the baking right now? Could you hold on? Thank you. Thank you. Come join us. So, so that was my opportunity to just get in and tune in with myself and learn about myself. And that kind of got me excited. And I was listening to Gary Vee, and he was just saying, like, besides if you have a family member who is in the hospital, who is sick, who passes away, like, unfortunately, that's the worst case scenario. And if you do, like, I really feel for you. And, it's so sad and it's unfortunate in this moment. But for a lot of us, we're not going to be directly affected by COVID-19 coronavirus as that is. So for everyone that does get affected directly, it's really unfortunate. And that's like tough, like, oh, it's tough. But for the rest of us who aren't directly affected, there's really nothing to complain about. There's really nothing to be sad or angry or to, just complain about, because this is the best time for this to happen. If there was a best time for us to be in self-isolation, quarantine mode, it would be now, right? And that's because we now are connected. Like, I'm here talking with y'all, right? Like, I'm here talking with y'all and self-isolation, but yet we're so connected. Like, y'all are in the chat. Y'all can be talking with each other. You know what I mean? There's so many opportunities for us to connect. And not to mention, there's so many opportunities for us to bring value and exchange value, right? So for those of us who are in a position where, we could look into how can we bring value and exchange value with other people, now is a very beautiful time, a great time for us to dig in and find out what it is that we enjoy, what it is that we're passionate about. Like, imagine this were to go on. Like, just imagine that it were to be self-isolation, social distancing for the next year or two, right? I like to look and think about worst case scenarios, right? So just think about it. What if this was to be for a year or 2 years? What would you do, right? That's when I start to think, like, all right, what would I do? Like, how can I sustain myself? What would I bring forward? And I happen to have a business that's online already. So I'm like, give thanks. I'm blessed. But then I'm like, I'm having a hard time getting products in and adjustments. So now I have to adjust and figure that out. But for those of us who don't have that online business yet or don't have things set up, like, it may not be a bad thing to think about. What if this does last a little bit longer than the 2 weeks or the 3 weeks or a month? Then what are we going to do? What is it that we're going to do? Because this is how we really adapt, is we give ourselves the scenario and then we ask ourselves to rise to the level to match the situation that we're in. So with this, it's like, it's a beautiful time to tap in to see where you're at with your vision. What can you bring value to people? That's really my main focus. My main thing is like, how can I bring value? Whether it's a friendship, whether it's my intimate relationship with the Empress, whatever it may be, is I'm thinking about bringing value, right? And Brother Polite, he said this years ago, and he was just saying a friend is one you're willing to invest in and one who's willing to invest in you, right? And if you're going to get investments, you got to bring something of value, right? So it's a very, very beautiful time for us to figure out what value it is that we're going to be bringing forward into the world. And even before that, what kind of value are you going to be bringing to yourself? You know what I mean? What are you bringing to yourself? Like I was speaking with someone the other day and they were just like, I'm a people person. I'm really social and I love being around people. And I was like, but like, how are you with yourself? Like, are you a people person with yourself? And they skipped past it and they're like, I'm like, just think about it. Are you a people person with yourself? That's something that's, for me, is very interesting. And these past couple of weeks and this next couple of weeks is going to expose a lot of how we are with ourselves and with our relationships. And it's going to ask us to get rid of those things that are not necessary. Because there's a lot of things in our life that are not necessary that are just weighing us down and adding stress onto our life. And this is that time period to just let it go. Like, just let it go. Exactly. We all need to love ourselves first. Like, that's the number one key, right? So in this self-isolation is like, love yourself time. It's time to love yourself, time to get to know yourself. And I would love to, let me just see what's going on in the chat. Let me see what's going on with y'all. Kwan, how you doing? Shinobido, Anings, Blessed Love. Michelle M, making my business kickoff, give thanks. Tony Brown, I enjoy my blessing to just having what I have. And most of all, truly I feel blessed to have that CMOS. You don't even know, give thanks. Cat Patron, no fear, bless. Definitely take some time. Kwame, elbow cough. Yep. Give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks. Give thanks. Bless. So let's get some questions. I read some questions from up there, but let's even get a few more questions in the chat and then we'll go from there. But one of the things that I did see here, which is an interesting question, I want to touch on it and address it real quick. And then it's the question about how am I protecting myself against 5G radiation? And this is a very interesting point, right? Because there's a lot of people out there right now talking a lot about 5G radiation, right? And I believe that most of the people who are doing a lot of the talking about 5G radiation are like the conscious community CNN. They're just a lot of newscasting and distracting. Blessings. There's a lot of newscasting and distracting because there's such a high emphasis on 5G radiation, but we've been around radiation for years upon years upon years, right? And we need to continually protect ourselves. Like, our Wi-Fi is 5G. Like, a lot of our homes have 5G Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? A lot of our homes have these, like, think about it. The amount of having your cell phone, like, just look at the test and look at the numbers, right? If you have your cell phone on right by your heart, 4G, that's just as bad as a 5G tower that's all the way over there, right? But just because it's popular, people are going to start talking about 5G, right? So I'm not going to address 5G directly, but I do find it's very important to address cell phone radiation and EMF because that is something that's really important to address, not just today, but all the time, right? And how do I protect myself from EMF frequencies? One is you got to understand Earth, connection to Earth is your number one protection. So being grounded and maintaining a physical connection to Earth is your number one protection, right? So what I do is I get outside daily. I go outside and I touch the earth daily. Because when you make that connection, basically as we're inside, like I'm not really connecting to the earth right now, then I'm collecting a lot of extra electrons, right? I'm collecting a lot of extra static, right? And the static is a buildup of electricity that wants to go somewhere, but it stays in my physical. Once I touch the earth or once I ground myself, then that releases all of the built up charge that's in my physical. So one is we need to make a connection with the earth on the daily. So y'all need to make an effort. Like for me, I'm blessed. A lot of us are blessed to be in an area where we have grass close to us, or we have parks, or I have a forest. I was in the forest earlier on today. So get outside and ground yourself daily. That's one, right? And then number two is you could also ground yourself while you're inside. There's some different ways that you can ground yourself. There's a video I did a couple years ago, and this is a couple years ago because this is important from years ago, not just last week since 5G caused this, right? None of that, right? It's so important from years ago. And in the video, I was just showing how in the plugs, I don't have any around, but in the plugs, you see how there's a 3-prong, right? There's positive, negative, and then this is the ground, right? So what you want to do is first test your outlet to make sure that this is actually connected to the ground, because grounding is something that's the very basics of electricity, right? Of electricity, and having this through our house, they need to be grounded. So we can just tap in to technology and ground ourselves through the outlets. And I don't want y'all to just go and plug in things into the outlet. I'll do another video on how to test your outlets to see if you can do this. But what you'll do is you'll go on Amazon and you'll order a wrist strap that is made for computer technicians, people who work in IT. And these wrist straps connect you by your wrist, and then it connects you to the grounding hole in your outlet. And then that makes you connected to the earth's frequency. And then the earth just takes off all the excess static, all of that. And then that helps with that, right? And then, so we got that. We got grounding. You can ground inside. Now you can get grounding pillows. I got a grounding pillow. I got grounding bed sheets. You can use, this isn't like something that I really know 100% or studied, but shungite is something that is supposed to be very helpful for attracting and absorbing EMF, harmful EMF frequencies. And there's this one company that did reach out to me, and they were gonna send me some products, and I want to test it out first before I share anything with y'all. But they have basically something that's made out of crystals, and it absorbs all of the EMF frequencies as well. So those are ways that we can do that. And then, I think it was Tony Brown that said it. Tony Brown said, sit barefoot in the ground, in the sun. Yup, sit barefoot in the sun. That's potent, right? So sit barefoot in the sun, that's gonna keep you grounded. The earth gives you all that you need, right? And then something that you won't hear from a lot of people is, in order to help your physiology, to help mitigate the stress on your body through EMF frequencies, is by using magnesium, right? There's something like calcium gates, it's called, right? And what it does is when you balance the calcium, you have a proper balance of calcium and magnesium, then the calcium allows your body to detox the harmful effects from the EMF. So magnesium is very important as well. So that means eat your greens. Sea moss has the magnesium, but a lot of it is in the greens. If you want magnesium salts, I have a video on that I did. So you could definitely utilize the magnesium salts, but the sea moss, the greens, they have a lot of magnesium in it, so you could utilize that. And it's also just knowing that our physical body has a lot of ways that we can detox, and we got to help it along. So someone wrote in the chat, I did see that as well, that it is detox a lot. We got to detox a lot. That's why it's like daily detoxing. People be like, oh, you're overdoing it with the detox, overdoing it. But we're getting intoxicated every day. Like every day we're getting intoxicated. So, we need to be able to detox ourselves. That's for sure. Give thanks, y'all. I'm just going to check out the chat. Give thanks, give thanks. Yeah, boom. So another thing, Tony Brown mentioned it, is that turn off your phones, turn off your 5G when you're not using your phones or your Wi-Fi or your laptops, right? You can turn your phone on airplane mode. Like, we don't always need to be accessible, right? So turn your phone on airplane mode, right? But if you want, some of us still need to be in contact, right? What I would recommend is turn off your data or go to the very slow data, like turn off 4G even. Sometimes you just turn off 4G and you get a slow internet connection, so everything still comes through, but it's just not as fast. So turn off your connections, and then that's gonna help you to not get so many effects. But 5G towers are one thing, but having our phone on our being is just as harmful. So we gotta recognize this. Y'all. Thoughts on Whitney Webb? I don't know who Whitney Webb is. I don't know. Ground to earth. Any tips for gaining weight as a semi-alkaline vegan? Zach Lyon. Tips for gaining weight. Come on this journey with me, Zach. I'm going to be releasing a video this week. And then I'm going to be doing weekly updates of my weight gain journey. That's going to be my commitment to y'all. Y'all heard it here first. I'm going to be doing that. So I will be giving tips, but the tips really are to eat high caloric dense foods. Eat mineral rich foods and caloric dense foods, and eat a lot, and also challenge yourself physically by resistance exercises. Like your body has to actually feel like it needs to grow. So you need to be lifting weights or doing push-ups, handstand, push-ups, like whatever it is. So your body feels like, oh, I need to get stronger, because our body is the ultimate adaptation machine. If we want to learn how to adapt, you just look at your physical, right? So when you do a lot of push-ups, your chest is going to get bigger because your physical is like, oh, I've been doing a lot of push-ups and these are kind of hard. I want to make them easy now. So then we start to build more muscle. So we're going to be on that journey together. And boom. Is the purple sea moss any different from the gold other than its color? Well, no, but yes. And one is color is the difference, but color is the difference. If you know what I mean, is that within the color is the beneficial properties. So when you look at the color purple, there are certain phytonutrients that are in the color purple, which make purple things so beneficial. So when you look at blueberries, purple, cacao, purple, like even wine, they say purple. these are the antioxidants that help protect yourself. And these are the phytonutrients. So these phytonutrients that are in the sea moss, the purple, and our sea moss doesn't have just purple. It has the purple, has like orange, has like some like red, has some brown, and has some green. So each different color has its own properties. So there isn't necessarily a difference other than color, but in the color is the difference. So I like to say count colors, not calories, because within the colors gives you everything you need to know. So when you have colors, like you don't need to be a genius. When you look at your plate and you see a lot of different colors, you can be quite confident that you're getting a lot and almost everything that your physical structure needs. So it's only color, but yeah, color. Boom. Give thanks. The difference with the 5G and 4G is about the gigahertz. Definitely. That's the difference. Very much so. Give thanks. I get scared of if I can't get, don't worry. I need to walk barefoot right now. Exactly. Give thanks. So right here, Mark Parker. I'm just going to speak to Mark Parker right quick. He said Israel created the coronavirus, right? Okay, Mark, and what? Like, it's here. It's here. What does that bring to the conversation? Like, that is just confusion and distractions. And that's the kind of stuff like I don't have time for. We don't have no time for that, right? It's here. And we know that there are certain things that we can do to come out of this adapted and come out of this expanded. And that's what we focus on. And then there's going to be a group of people that focus on, oh, these people, this and that. And they're going to come out of it the same. And they're going to come out of it complaining. Before they were complaining, during their complaining, after they're complaining. No change. I'm all about growth, right? I'm all about growth. So if you're saying the same thing last year as this year, I don't know. You got to expand. You got to grow. So Mark Parker, we got to level up. We really got to level up. Amazonite and shungite are amazing to have all over your house. Give thanks. When will the CMOS restock? You gotta keep in tune for letting you know when the CMOS restocks. All right, we'll get into that. Jalal, what do you think about Malcolm X? Give thanks for Malcolm X. I don't want to get into the big talk right now. I don't want to get into the big talk right now, but I got so much love for Malcolm X. And I watched that documentary on Malcolm X on Netflix. And have y'all watched the documentary on Netflix about Malcolm X? I want y'all to watch this documentary. It kind of hurts me to see what happened to him, but that's what's still happening today. And that's why we just look at it, we peep what's going on, and then we learn it and we adjust, right? So it's just wow, I love Malcolm X. Give thanks for the honorable Malcolm X. Look at, I got my Malcolm X glasses. And yeah, I was out in Kemet in Egypt last year, and I did a photo right where Malcolm X was standing right by the pyramids, and it just, that's that. He's a legend, and we all have a lot to learn from him about his ability to stay true and stay disciplined. Because that's like the main thing about Malcolm X, is his discipline was unmatched. So I give thanks. I give thanks. How often do I fast? I don't really fast too much, to be honest. I'm trying to gain weight right now. Like, I really want to gain weight, so I'm not in the fasting mode right now. But it's something that you may want to look into. Intermittent fasting, like the Empress intermittent fasts. That's something you could do if you want to get into fasting. Blessed love, Natasha from Philadelphia. You did a CMOS gel video of my product. Give thanks. Send me the link. Love Vibration. Send me the link. I'll get to that link. I would love to see that. And then boom, another thing. Tony Brown is in tune. Give thanks, Tony. What she said was the blue light on the phones or laptops can cause harm to your eyes. That's another thing. It's just we have so much around us that we got to just focus on to remove the toxicities, and it's so much more than what we eat. So with your phone, there's a blue light filter. So like y'all can see here, you can just turn this on. Oopsies. Boom. So if you click here, that's dark mode. This is night shift. And that turns your phone to a yellow. And that helps protect your eyes and your vision from the blue light. And the thing about the blue light is it just messes with your sleep and wake cycles. And if it's messing with your sleep and wake cycles, then you're not going to be able to rest. You're not going to be able to detox. Your immune system is going to be compromised. You're going to be more susceptible to toxins, all of these kind of things. So, it's very important that we honor our resting cycles. So that's what I was saying. I'm going to do more of my rituals. One is my resting ritual, and then 2, I'm going to be doing my rising ritual. So what do I do before I rest? What do I do before I rise? Very important times, y'all. Very important times. Give thanks. I'm about 10 minutes behind. I'm about 10 minutes behind on the comments. I'm just trying to keep up right now. Yeah. What's your take? You know what I'm going to do real quick? I like that. We're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. Boom. Okay. Boom. I'm trying to find where I was, but I'm going to just highlight the questions that I'm answering on the screen. Boom. Crystals. She's restored. I get my crystals from crystal shops or crystal fairs, crystal shows. And I like to know the person that I get my crystals from. I like to feel their energy and their vibe. I don't like to just order online. So it's good to go to a metaphysical shop, a crystal shop, and also go to countries. Like I was in, where was it? Costa Rica. And they have a lot of crystals, so I just got crystals from there. I was in Tanzania, and I met someone who worked on a mine, so I just got a lot of crystals directly from them. So, that's one of the ways. But don't worry about not having crystals, because we are the crystal. A crystal is just an extension of ourselves. So when I look at a crystal, I just use it as I charge myself with love and intention. So I charge myself with love and intention, and then I just look at this and I charge this with love and intention. So now when I have this here on the side, I just see it and I remember, I charge this with love. It's like when you see yourself in the mirror, and you just remember what was charged in this. So these are just reflections. These are just, a extension of yourself. So you really don't need the crystals. We are the crystals. Boom. Smelling the fresh air. What's your take on raising vibration to protect yourself against harmful waves? I'm not too sure on that one. You could ask me that question again. Antoinette, you order the CMOS a lot, if I'm not mistaken. Antoinette, yes, definitely. Is apple cider vinegar with mother mixed with honey, cinnamon, and lemon is okay? Because I lost 30 pounds in 1 month. Well, I use something like that as a salad dressing. So, a lot of people say apple cider vinegar isn't good. It's acidic, and it is acidic. Just the taste of it is. So, I would, just be mindful and maybe limit how much you use of it. But like, I don't see it being the worst. I know a lot of people speak bad about it, but I haven't had any ill effects. And I think it's good to use as a salad dressing, or you can make your own. What I end up doing is I just make my own ferments. So the fermentation, the vinegar is actually something that I made, and it's my ferment. So you can look into making your own. But lost it in 30 pounds in 1 month. I would be mindful of how you're going to return to your habits without gaining the weight back or gaining it all back. So I'd say just be mindful and be gentle with yourself and focus on long-term sustainability over losing so much weight, right? I would rather lose 30 pounds in a couple months and keep it off, or in a year and keep it off than in 1 month and put it back on. And I don't necessarily think that you're going to put it back on, but just make sure whatever you're doing is sustainable. It's thinking long term vision and not just in the now. Y'all see, I have the dough. I was making the avocado rotis today, and then I have the dough. Honorable blessings. Hey, she's here.
I'm making my cookies.
Blessings. You want to get your chair?
This is good.
Okay.
You my chair.
Bless. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. As long as you cozy.
We are
While we're here, let's just take a quick little breather. We got the singing bowl. Give thanks, give thanks. Raising your vibrations. Let's take a few breaths, right? She's the meditation, el maestro de meditation, but she inspired me to do this right now. So I'm going to just do as I'm inspired. And it's good to get someone that inspires you. Hey, give thanks, give thanks. Bless. So just tune in. We'll just take like a 30-second minute cool off where we just tune in and listen to the sound bowls. Giving thanks for life. Giving thanks for this divine opportunity to exist. None of this is guaranteed. But I came here for a reason. I'm discovering the reason why I came here. And I'm grateful for every lesson that comes along the way, every obstacle that comes along the way. Because through those lessons is how I become and remember why I came here in the first place. It's how I remember my greatness. It's how I develop the tools to move through life the way that I know I gotta move through life. Love, love, love. Giving thanks, y'all. None of this is guaranteed. None of this is guaranteed. It's all blessings. I love how would love to have both. How was that? How was the sounds, the vibrations? Tell me more about that maca. let's just while we're taking this breather, we're gonna do a giveaway. I said we'd be doing giveaways, so let's do a giveaway here. Boom. So here we got the soursop. We'll go back up. No, it's good. But we'll go down and then we'll go back up after. Try to remember. So, boom. We got the soursop tea. This is harvested from Honorable Priest Carey, the legend in St. Lucia. And this is actually one of our last tea bag versions of the tea that we're going to have, because moving forward, we're only going to be having the powder. So we have the soursop tea giveaway, and who we're going to give it away to is the person that can tell me 3 ways to help protect yourself against EMF or 5G, 4G frequencies. So let's keep it in tune. There's gonna be, so who can answer? Who can answer 3 ways to help protect yourself against the 5G, 4G radiation EMF frequencies? And we're gonna put it on the screen so y'all can see who answers first.
Oh no.
Tony, you got this. Antoinette, you got this. You got this.
Oh my god.
The chat is ready to display, y'all. What do we got? We got 3. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yep. We need 3. The 3 ways.
Get in the sun, fasting, meditation.
Nope. That wasn't it.
The ways that you discussed, or in general?
The ways that I discussed, that was discussed on this stream.
Put your phone on airplane mode in your pocket. 2 more. 2 more.
Bare feet, staying.
Oh, she had it.
Okay, let's see.
Bare feet.
Crystals, okay, bare feet, staying grounded, and magnesium. That's it. So boom. Love vibrations, got it. Love vibrations, got it. Boom. Give thanks. So where's the love vibrations? Right there. So you're the winner of the soursop. So gonna see if you're going to be if you have me on Instagram. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm pretty sure I saw you on Instagram. So send me a message on Instagram, or I'm gonna find you, and then we're gonna ship this out to you. Give thanks. Staying in tune, listening. But y'all answered a lot of y'all answered the good stuff. Blue light, magnesium, grounding, shungite, and water, wholeness, using airplane. Turn off the blue light, don't know the other. Antoinette! Bless y'all.
What if people are slow typers? I feel like it's not fair.
It's not about fair. There's one thing that I learned early on in life. I was at the best basketball school in the country. I got recruited, and I was the only rookie at the number 1 basketball school in the country, the number 1 university, right? And my coach, he said something to me, and I'm like, that's not fair. He's like, life ain't fair. You gotta prove it. You gotta earn it, right? And something that Ty Lopez talks about is your what is it called? Your deservability factor. But that's a whole nother thing.
Hey Shams.
What's up, Shams? What's up, Shams? See, we got an honorable. Yo, actually, y'all, we should do call-ins. How do we do call-ins? Yeah. Listen. No, we won't do call-ins right now. We'll do that another time. We'll do the call-ins after. Let's go back up. Can you find where we were before? So what I'll say is stay tuned. We're going to be doing another giveaway soon. So don't leave just yet. Don't leave just yet. We're spreading all the love, all the good vibes, all the healing, that high grade healing. Ooh, what a feeling. That's a whole lot. A whole lot of comments. Oh, we're going down.
No, because you didn't answer the eucalyptus one.
Oh yeah, it's right around there though.
I think. Did you answer this one?
When am I gonna do a Bladderwrack video? The Bladderwrack video is gonna be coming out in the next couple of days. So we're working on it right now. It'll be coming out in the next couple of days. And we're really gonna share the basics about the Bladderwrack and then what makes our Bladderwrack different, because a lot of people ask me like, why is your Bladderwrack so dark in color? Why is it so dark? And we'll share about it more in that video, but basically a lot of the Bladderwrack that y'all see in stores is the Bladderwrack that we don't harvest. We don't collect it because it's not that high quality stuff. And yeah, I won't go into it too much. I'll save that for the video, so y'all can have something to look forward to. How often do I water fast? Once every couple of years, I'll say. But I will do it more. I will start to do it more. I just gotta get this weight up. I wanna get this weight up. You can just click on it and then add to broadcast, and then we'll have it. Then we'll be able to answer it. Yeah, boom. Oh, that's it. Okay. Any tips for someone who is trying to commit to being a vegan? And when you were on your solo journey, did you have struggled with your subconscious mind? Much love. So I would say my tips, I don't have tips for someone trying to commit to become a vegan. I don't. Because you got to commit to yourself, right? So you don't commit to being a vegan, but you commit to feeding yourself the best of the best. And that may happen to be a vegan diet or a plant-based diet or ITAL diet. But I don't commit to these external outside things. I commit to myself, and then something that's there may be the best for me, and then I utilize it. So one, I would just kind of change the mindset, is that you're not committing to being a vegan, but you're committing to yourself to get the best out of yourself. And you're committing to yourself to be as healthy as you can, to be as light as you can, to have your thoughts as clear as you can, to be able to have the best rests as possible. Because when I rest better, my physical is better able to build its immune system. My physical is better able to digest and detox, right? So one, I would say, don't commit to being a vegan. Commit to being your best self, right? And then from there, you would ask yourself, like the Empress was reading the Atomic Habits. You want to share about the question that is the basis of creating a habit?
I forgot. Oh, no, the question was, how can you become the person that you're aspiring to be? So if your thing is, I want to lose weight, well then how can you become a person that's healthy? If you want to learn a new skill, well, depending on the skill, like how can you basically embody what it is that you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, so then what I'll get you to ask yourself, and this is also going a little bit into the subconscious mind part. What you want to do is you want to ask yourself, what kind of person commits to themselves to be at their best? Or what kind of person eats the healthiest way possible? What kind of person eats the vegan diet even? Like, what kind of person loses weight? Like, what kind of person, So whatever you want to do, you just ask yourself, like, what does what kind of person does that and what do they do? And then you just want to do those things.
Like working backwards from the goal.
Yeah. So you did determine, um, commit to being a vegan. Like, what does someone that is committed to being the best version of themselves do? And then you just look at what that is, and then you start to just do those things, right? And struggles with your subconscious mind every day, to this day, doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, and it's never going to stop because your subconscious mind is always just trying to keep you comfortable. Your subconscious mind is doing its best to keep you exactly where you are, right? So what you got to do is know that. You can just make it smaller. I don't want it to block you. I'd rather block myself. So, boom. So it's always going to be, it's like a battle. There's always going to be that battle between your conscious and your subconscious mind. And they say something like 95% of your thoughts for the day are coming from your subconscious mind. So you gotta think, you gotta know that 95%, most of my thoughts are coming from my subconscious mind, and my subconscious mind is trying to keep me comfortable, is trying to keep me in the same place because change is scary. The unknown is scary. So what you gotta do is you gotta tell yourself consciously the things that you want to become, the things that you want to do. And that's when affirmations come in handy. That's when it's very handy to have your rising and your resting ritual. So, right when you wake up is like the most powerful time because you're just barely awake and you're in a certain state with your brain waves where you're just in basically a hypnotic state. So, while you're in this hypnotic state, you want to be able to get this information in where you're going to be programming your subconscious mind. So when I wake up, I want to be able to tell myself like anything I set out to do, I can do. Like I am I am moving past any barrier. I accept challenges and I move through them with ease. I love myself completely. Like you got to tell yourself consciously because you know your subconscious mind is trying to keep you comfortable. And I love to do it right when you wake up. I love to listen to high vibrational content even when I'm going to rest, and I let it play while I'm resting and it programs me. Like sometimes the emperor's like, I don't know, how do you know that? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I heard it when I was resting. You know what I mean? So just know that the struggle with the subconscious mind is always going to be there, but you could change it from a struggle to a progression, and you could just look at it on a daily basis. I'm progressing with my subconscious mind. And what can I do today? Here we go. Questions. Very, very, very powerful thing to ask is just questions, very, very powerful things. And ask yourself is, where was I?
Asking yourself, basically using your struggle as a point of like
Oh,
inquiry.
yes, there you go. So then it's like the question is, it was about the struggle. So then you ask yourself, how can I progress in the progression with myself, with my subconscious mind today? What can I do to win the battle? Like, I need to sometimes tell myself, what can I do to win the battle against my subconscious mind today? Sometimes I gotta go like more on that violent, aggressive take with my subconscious mind. That's how it is sometimes. You know, sometimes you got to be like love and peace. Oh, wholeness, you know? But sometimes you got to be like, yo, we got to win the war. Like, we got to done them. Do I like eucalyptus oil and diffusers? I love eucalyptus oils and diffusers, essential oils. That's like one of our favorite things to utilize. We love it. Yeah, we definitely love it. I recommend it to everybody. What do you think about how he said we are the Aboriginals of America? I don't think much. There's something, I'm gonna just help y'all again. This is like a perspective I think is powerful. Is we get to choose what we entertain. We get to choose what we entertain. And certain things I just do not entertain. And why? Because I have things that I want to do in my life. And I have a hard enough time to find the time and energy to do all the things that I want to do. So when something else comes from here that is just like confusing and it's just not helping, it's not doing anything to progress us or me, then a lot of those times I just choose to not entertain those things. And that's the power in our choice. It's a very powerful thing. So that was this question. So I don't think of that. I really don't think of that. I love Malcolm X autobiography. I love it. Give thanks, Tia. The porridge, the rich age is epic with the Fonio. I'm going to share with y'all first. In the next week or 2 weeks, we're going to be doing like a major promotion with the Fonio because we want to get Fonio in more households. So because we believe in the power of Fonio, so we're going to make Fonio a lot cheaper than it is now and sell in a larger quantity. So more of y'all are going to be able to get it because I think Fonio is legendary. So we're going to bring that forward. Ooh. When will you have the male detox? The male detox, hopefully in the next week, couple months. But just depending on the quarantine and COVID vibe is gonna depend on when we get the next ones also. You can just speed through. Will you have more products? I'm gonna just share with y'all because we're live and we're here. So we're gonna have a sleep tea, a tea that is gonna help you rest and relax because like I mentioned earlier, is like just rest is so important. So we're gonna be having a resting tea, a sleep tea. We're gonna be having sweet bay leaf on our website as well, which is epic for circulation and blood flow. And that is amazing for men and women reproductive systems. For the men, your potency is gonna go all the way up because the erection goes hand in hand with circulation and blood flow. So we're gonna have, and the women, and you said
it's really good for menstrual cramps. I drink it a lot before and during my cycle, and I find that it helps a lot. Just with the pain and overall feeling cramping.
So yeah, we're gonna have that, and it's also used in conceiving. So if you want to conceive, have a child, there's a video Priest Kailash has on it, but it's basically you take a bath while in a bath of cinnamon and bay leaf. And that's the aromatherapy, you're gonna inhale it, and then you're also gonna be in the tub, and it's gonna promote the fertility. So yeah, we're gonna have the sweet bay leaf, resting tea. We're going to have Honorable Priest Kailash's products. We're gonna have the colon cleansers. The free ups, we're gonna be having the immune system enhancers, the answers, and a couple of his other products. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have, oh, it's good. We're definitely gonna have some more products on the website. If you have an allergic reaction to sea moss, then you could try lowering how much you take. But then some things are just not for everybody. And I truly believe that there's no thing for everyone. So it may just not be for you. But you could be mindful of, are you including other things once you start to take sea moss? Because a lot of times people are like, I'm starting my health journey and I'm taking sea moss now, but they're also adding maca. They're also adding like hemp. They're also adding this and this and this. And they have like so many things. So be mindful if you're taking other things, but also you just may not be for you. You may just have like an allergy to it. unfortunately. Um, Pre-orders on your CMOS. We are having a wait list, and I'm figuring something out for pre-orders on the CMOS. So just stay tuned for that. We'll figure something out.
Is CMOS good for weight loss?
Let's miss all these questions. Let's not like skip all of them, but some like that question. It is good though. Slow down, let's see. Okay, these are all the answers.
Yeah.
What do we got?
I'm just asking about fasting.
Aaron Williams. Aaron Williams. Send me another email. But we'll have a look at that, Aaron.
What's your website for purchase? AkeemPierre.com. Can you make a video about phonio?
What? You didn't know we have bladderwrack, Antoinette? You didn't know we have bladderwrack? We got the highest of high grade bladderwracks. Our bladderwrack is so potent. 1 second, y'all.
Your camera done?
We on?
No. Oh yeah. Now my face is
We on?
down here. Oh.
Hey, we on.
Um,
Whoa. We back, y'all. We have returned.
what type of water do you drink?
I drink water, charged with love, charged with good vibes and energy. I drink water, tap water from Vancouver that is put through a Santivia filter. And the water in Vancouver is much better than most places in the world. It doesn't have fluoride. It does have chlorine. We filter that out, and then we run it through. I can't even think of the name right now. A cyclone. We basically run it through like a cyclone, and it's a vortex. We run it through a vortex and then sip on that. But so I just drink tap water that's filtered.
Someone asked how much do you and the Empress usually eat a day?
So this is something that we gotta do a what I eat in a day video, because I really feel like we got to share with y'all what we do. But I eat a decent amount. I eat a lot. I eat a lot. I don't even know how to explain. I eat a lot.
What are the rituals right now for the Honorable and the Empress?
What are the rituals right now for the Honorable and the Empress, Shams? Give thanks. Rituals. Well, something that we do now is we meet every day at 7:30, and that is something that we started to do as we are connecting more in work and business. So we gather once a day at 7:30 a.m. And then we have our evening ritual, our meditations, our steams, where we vibe and we say our blessings every resting. And then she has her own rising ritual. I have my own rising ritual. Mine consists of Kemetic yoga and meditation and journaling, or like planning my day. That's basically what mine does. You want to share? Definitely drinking water too. Want to share a little bit about yours?
Mine starts with meditation, and then I do qigong, or like any kind of mindful movement practice. I have like a devotional book that I read in the morning that Akeem got me, and um, that's it. Drink water. I try not to use my phone, but that's like a very hard thing. Hard thing
Hard,
to
y'all.
do. But I'm getting better at it. But yeah, just doing things that allow me to reconnect to myself. Whatever.
Less. Something I want to touch on with that is like she has a hard time not being like so connected to her phone all the time, right? And we all have these things that we've been working on for a long time that we're still struggling with, right? And what I want to just ask of everyone who's in this chat, for yourself and for you to share with everyone else around you, is to be gentle with yourself and don't judge yourself for whatever it is that you're doing. Just keep it real. Let it be known that, I'm working on it, but don't judge yourself. Don't say I'm a bad person because I wake up and I look at my phone. But just ask yourself, what does someone who cares for themselves do when they wake up? And you see that, looking at my phone isn't in there, right? So just judgmental is one thing that we have no time for. No time for judgment of self.
Add this one, how long it usually takes until you get into work.
How long did it take until the momentum of getting into work? 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
I'd say about 2-3 hours.
2 hours.
I wake up extra early so I have time for myself. Like, I just wake up early because I know I need some more time on the get up to really, do my thing. So I give myself a lot of time. For sure.
What do you guys do for peace?
Live.
Meditate.
I be living like life. This is it. This is it. And we don't do it for peace. We do it for wholeness. Okay, we got to get off here soon.
I love them, yo.
We got to get off this soon because we're about to...
Guys, have you ever...
Yeah, you're late.
Have you ever used herbs in a steam chalice?
Not in a steam chalice, but I have steamed herbs before. And, yeah.
We get our sweet bay leaf from St. Lucia.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So that's another thing. We're going to be having chocolate. We're going to be selling the raw cacao, freshly squeezed on the same land that it's picked from. So that's another product we're going to have on the store. We do have the recipe. Just search Akeem Pierre chocolate.
He was also asking about importing fruits that you can't get. I don't know if it was below or above.
Yeah, we do have blue vervain. We do have soursop.
How much protein do you consume a day, bro?
How much protein do I consume a day? I don't count. Count colors, not calories. So I don't count the protein, but I'm just mindful of what I'm having. I'm mindful of making sure I have chickpeas. I'm mindful of getting spelt and teff and different things like that. Eating my hemp seeds and different things like that. So I'm mindful of it, but I don't really watch or count how much I get. Don't act like that. You live, bro. People have questions. That's why we dry it. Drying preserves it. That's okay.
So many questions.
So many.
Answered that one. So no more soursop, please.
Yeah, the cacao is going to be epic.
This one. Because you have a video on it.
Yeah, we definitely use it as a face mask. We have a video on that. We use the clay, bentonite clay, Rasul clay. You could use different clays, activated charcoal. But just check the video that I have on that one. Epic mask. Epic mask. I'm going to get a copper vase. I really do want one. I Don't have one, but I love it. I just love the natural feel of having the copper. You know? Give thanks. Will you have soursop? Yes, we are going to have soursop. We will. It actually, the soursop got taken at the border last time. That's why we didn't have it during the last restock. But we will be getting some more. But no, I didn't mention when we will be back in stock. What you have to do though is just stay in tune, sign up to our newsletter, our mailing list, and just stay in tune because things are changing every day now, and we're just doing our best, and we're seeing when we can bring it in, and once we are able to, we're definitely gonna share with y'all. So just make sure you stay tuned in, and yeah, just stay vibing high until then. And then what we're actually looking into doing is selling gel. Because if we sell the gel, that's going to allow more people to get the benefits of the CMOS instead of only the small amount of people that can buy the raw stuff. So we're going to be selling some gel here in the next couple of weeks. And so that's going to be like 2-week, 3-week stash of gel, maybe more, just so more people can get the benefits. And I don't want people to have to resort to buying some other suspect CMOS or some other stuff online. So if we aren't able to get it in as quick as we'd like, we're going to be making some gel. And we still may just make the gel anyways for y'all because a lot of people want it. So we will have the gel, and then we will have also CMOS and Bladderwhack capsules. So tune in, y'all. Tune in, tune in, tune in. How y'all feeling? Y'all want the gel or what? Blessed love, y'all. We're gonna turn this off. The sauce. The sauce. Bless. Get it from the source, not the sauce. All right, y'all. So give thanks for tuning in. Give thanks to the Honorable Empress. Ooh, look at her skin. Yeah, we're always going to keep the raw. We're always going to keep the raw, definitely. But yeah, give thanks, y'all, for tuning in. Just wanted to use this opportunity to sit with y'all, vibe with y'all, and just see where y'all are at and just share some of the perspectives and just connect. What I'm going to be looking forward to in the future with these live streams is that we're going to be able to do call-ins. So in the call-ins, you're going to be able to just like sign into and like on your computer, and then you'll show up on our screen. So we're going to do the call-ins, and then even if we don't get the video in, then y'all could we with y'all forever. But we're also gonna do call-ins, so you can call into the phone. We got podcasts. We're gonna have a meditation video with the Honorable here.
That's me. My first meditation single went live on Spotify, y'all. Find me.
Definitely get the plugs. Yeah, so give thanks, tune in, stay vibing high. I'll be excited for those call-ins. And then we did say that we're gonna do another giveaway. Hey, give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks. Y'all better call me. We'll have you on right now. We'll have you on right now. So, what should we do for the giveaway?
Name of the single. Oh, my meditation is called Feel to Heal on Spotify. Can you post it here?
You can write right there.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in now. Can I find it?
Your the link?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just go here. Love. I have the biggest smile too. Look at. Give thanks. She's just gonna find the meditation. But while we do that, let's say, what should we do for a question? What should we do for a question? Let me go here.
What can you do for a question? What's the difference between?
All right. So the question is what is the difference? Is that confusing question though?
Why?
Is that clear?
Yeah. What's the difference? You said what it is, what the difference is, right? You mentioned it.
So what is the difference between the purple, the colorful full spectrum sea moss, and the sun-kissed golden sea moss? And we need to know what the difference is and why that's important.
What's the prize?
The prize is a bag of sea moss.
A bag of sea moss. What's the difference between
Bag of sea moss. Let me get the bag. Let me get
sea
the bag.
moss and gold sea moss. Come on. I'm gonna pick the winner. The color just carries certain benefits. They are pretty much the same. Is that the answer? Huh?
What was that?
The color carries certain benefits. They are pretty much the same. No.
We can't. We gotta. Okay. Love vibration. You're paying way too much attention.
The colors.
You're
also
paying way too much.
Things for the body. No.
That is it.
Huh? Go up.
No. Love vibration was right.
But they already won them.
They already won one. I'm sorry. Already won one. So we got to do another question. We got to just do another question.
Another one?
Yeah. Yeah. We got to do another question.
When's my birthday?
What kind of water do I drink? That's the question. What kind of water do I drink? We had to do another question because Love Vibrations got it and they already won. I may just send you something with that package. I may just send you something extra still. Because y'all, you tuned in. Give thanks. Give thanks, give thanks. But y'all got it though. The answer was... boom. So these were the answers that were right. But Love Vibrations answered it first. So we can't do that. Boom. Boom, we got it. Who's the winner here? Cat Patron. Love Charged Water. That's what we sipping on. We sipping on that Love Charged Water. Give thanks. Give thanks. So, do you have me? Cat Patron. Reach out to me. Send me a message on Instagram or send me a message on YouTube. And make sure we get you your bag of sea moss. Give thanks. Give thanks. The Vortex. Vortex water. Give thanks, y'all. Bless. Bless, y'all. Give thanks. So that's it for today. Let me get real close.
Ja.
Can y'all hear that?
Ja. Ja.
That's my little soundboard. About to have fun with y'all real soon. But I'm going to leave y'all. Let me see if y'all can hear this. I want y'all to tune into this. I want y'all to tune into this song because I think it's very, very important. Listen to this line.
I wrote all of my shit down and it's nonfiction. That's why I hit him like an uppercut. I done put in way too many hours to be runner up. I know everybody quick to tell you get your money up and get your self-love up too. Cause it hit a little different when you love you.
Ooh, gotta bring it back one time.
I know everybody quick to
Get your money up, but get your self-love up too. Cause it hit a little different when you love you. That's one more time.
I know everybody quick to tell you get your money up and get your self-love up too. Cause it hit a little different when you love you.
Woo! Everybody tell you get your money up, but get your self-love up too. Cause it hit a little different when you love you. Love yourself, y'all. Get that self-love up. That's what we here for. Self-love is the best love. Give thanks for everyone for tuning in during this hour and a half with us. I love it. I have the hardest time saying goodbye, but I'm looking forward to bringing more and more and connecting with y'all more. So give thanks. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Ja! Rastafaro. Hey. That's usually how I end my videos. Like when I turn the camera off, I'm like dancing. Yeah, we'll get you. Love, y'all, love. Oh yeah, the song is called Dreamer by Rex Life Raj. I'm gonna just type that in and then I'm gonna be off here. But I can't leave y'all without saying the name of that song. Boom. Rex Life Raj Dreamer. Boom. So that's the song. Let me just play one more.
I know everybody quick to tell you get your money up and get your self-love up too. Cause it hit a little different when you love you.
Bless y'all. Sending love. Cat Patron. Make sure you send me a message. And I got you. All right, y'all, stay tuned. We're going to be doing this every couple of days. Make sure you share with your people. Make sure you spread the love. Share those good vibes. And let's become practitioners, not preachers. Become practitioners, not professors. All right, y'all, really get into the work. Do the work. Don't just talk about the work. All right? Love.